as we welcome in the Los Angeles Film School's graduating class of July 2022. Graduates? Come on, keep it going. And good morning. Good morning, all. Welcome here. Graduates, welcome back and welcome home. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tammy Elliott. I'm the president of the Los Angeles Film School, and we so appreciate your presence here today. We know life is busy and a lot to juggle, and there's a lot of responsibilities and commitments that you are responsible for, but for you to carve out these minutes this morning to share with your loved ones and to celebrate with your loved ones is so special, and so we thank you so much for being a part of this special, special day. So welcome here, beloved friends and family. Thank you for being here with us. I'd also like to do a shout out to our online audience. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live streaming here across many, many states, some countries, and various time zones. And there are many more people here with us by the virtues of technology. So to our online audience, welcome here. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for joining in the celebration. Graduates, okay, you're excited, I can see. I am excited too. Graduates, today is the day. Today's the celebration of all that you've done and the culmination of all of your efforts. And we want to start the celebration now, and even after you leave the building and you continue on the day, continue the celebration, okay? Look at your family, look at your loved ones, look at your friends, and be cognizant of this moment. I do also want to encourage you to reflect back. It has been my experience that large days like this is a series of hundreds of small steps and thousands of small and large decisions, and you've made them all. Against all odds, especially in this challenging season, you made decisions along the way not to give up, not to stop, to stay the course. Sometimes you had to choose. You had some serious, difficult decisions to make. Sometimes you had to choose between your school and your family. Yeah? Or your school and your job. And sometimes it's your school, your job, and your family. And you made the decision to the best of your ability, and you continue to march forward. I would suggest or reason that many of the people in this room has helped you make those decisions, and that you were able to lean on them in those times of conflict. So I'm all about the celebration, and get out the champagne as soon as you possibly can. I am all about it. But please remember that as you set your goals for your next set of goals, whether it's professional goals or personal goals, pardon me. Curtis, can you take me down for just a second? Curtis, thank you. while you are preparing to set your goals, in those moments when you're looking at your goals and you start to become afraid, or you start to doubt, or you start to question your ability, would you please think about all the steps that you've made to get here? Because you've already evidenced that you can do it. The reason why you're here today is, pardon me, is that you've evidenced that you were able to take the steps, you were able to make the decisions, and you were able to move forward. So please keep those small steps in between in your heart as well as you move out into the world. Congratulations, graduates. Job well done. Congratulations. The next speaker that you're going to hear from is our Director of Education for our online programs. She's joining us by video, and her name is Jackie Otero. Please welcome Jackie.
Hello from the East Coast. I'm Jackie Otero, the Education Director for our online programs. I want to say a special shout out to our online students who are graduating today. For those of you that are either joining us in person or live streaming online, you have accomplished so much during your time with us. I just want to take a moment to recognize you all. I will give you one piece of advice as you go forward into your careers, and it's a piece of advice that a mentor of mine shared with me, which is chase the butterflies. You know that feeling of butterflies that you get in your stomach when you're feeling a little anxious about the future, a little bit nervous about something that you're taking on? Graduation day is one of those days where you feel those butterflies. Chase that feeling. Don't lose it. Use it as an indicator that you're doing something worthwhile. When you are out there in the industry and you get an opportunity that makes you feel a little nervous, that's when you know you're on the right path. So go forward. Please share in your success with us. We cannot wait to see what you do next. At this point, I want to pass it over to my counterpart in Los Angeles, Charlie Kanganis, our Director of Education for campus.
Thank you, Jackie. Welcome. I'm Charles Kanganis. I'm the Director of Education for campus here at the Los Angeles Film School. Previously to this, I was the Senior Program Director of the film program, and I oversaw the Writing for Film and Television program online. My journey started in 2009. Your journey to get to this point started with a question. It's a question that might have been asked of you by somebody who's here with you today. Could have been asked of a parent, a grandparent, a friend, a mentor, an aunt, an uncle. Could have been asked when you were 4, or in some cases, 54. And that is, what do you want to be when you grow up? Some of you might have thought, at the time, an astronaut, President of the United States, a policeman, a fireman, a nurse. Myself, it was third base for the New York Yankees. As you can see, that didn't work out. Then there's what should I be, or what can I do to make a living? Job after job to support yourself and or your families, and in some cases to serve our country. And thank you for your service. It's not that you could not have been an astronaut or President of the United States or a policeman or a fireman, but there was no passion for that. There was a moment in your life when you chose a different kind of life. Buckminster Fuller says, the minute you choose to do what you really want to do, it's a different kind of life. I'm going to use a story analogy from screenwriting, and that comes with a term called an inciting incident. An inciting incident is the pivotal moment, the pivotal scene, the pivotal action that puts the story in motion, that sends a character on their journey to learn, to grow, and to eventually get what they want. The moment you heard an ad for the Los Angeles Film School, it could have been on Instagram, it could have been on Facebook, it could have been on Hulu or TikTok. Oddly enough, these platforms could be your next employer. Many times students have shared with me what that day was like when they made that decision to come here. And then I'll continue with the analogy in writing terms. The first act, or your first academic year. A lot of challenges. A new school, new friends, new collaborators, new technology, new software, new gear. The first year itself, in these times, could have been started for many of you distance learning, something you really weren't looking forward to at the time, but you started, and that was the most important part of your journey at that time. The second academic year, Act 2, is usually longer than the first act. It is filled with another term called progressive complications. Life can interrupt things. Maybe you had to step away from your studies for a time to continue to support your families and came back. The gear got more challenging. The instruction got more difficult. But it also came with greater knowledge and a greater comfort with the tasks you were doing, where work might have come your way already. Many of our students start working toward the end of their second year and into their third year, already in the marketplace. And then Act 3. Like most great third acts, it flies by, right? Where did the time go? I hear students today always echo the phrase, I can't believe it's over. I can't believe I'm done. I can't believe I finished. Most great Hollywood movies, and some not so great Hollywood movies, have sequels. Your sequel for us are your careers. Just recently, we got an email from a graduate who said, and the title was, I Got My Dream Job. Erica Braun, who's here today, who's a rep, she might have been the first person you spoke to when you get here, talks about dreams when you first come here. And when I saw that, I was thrilled. It was a recording school student who was in audio engineering, and he got to work for the Los Angeles Dodgers, mixing content for them. Boy, was I jealous, but also proud of his accomplishments. Your careers don't always end up at the top of the marquee. It doesn't take a handful of people to create content, unless you're Lin-Manuel Emmanuel, and you're the only writer on Encanto who created all those songs. Extremely profitable, and that could be you. No one's going to say it shouldn't be you. It could be you. But a lot of times you're collaborating. You're working with other people. Our education has been a progressive education from the first day you arrived here. We're fortunate to have Marley Roberts, our film program director, Dr. Michael Bolus, our chair of the Liberal Arts Department, Mac Torluccio, program director, senior program director of the Entertainment Business Program, and Rob Degladio, our program director of the Recording School, both online and on ground. They were here at your first day of orientation. They were here to map out for you what we expected of you as students. And they were also here to listen to you and what you expected of us. So over the last 3 years, sometimes 4, your program directors, your faculty, who we appreciate, have always been here to guide you, mentor you, take your emails, take your calls, support you in any way we could. Today it doesn't end. Today it begins. Los Angeles Film School looks at this as the beginning, where the real work starts. What does the landscape look for jobs? You know, there are 2 terms, W-2 and 1099. I'm sure a lot of you entertainment business students understand what those 2 terms mean. They're forms, they're tax forms. I'm sure your parents know what they are, and your grandparents. Many of you will be independent contractors. Many of you will get gigs. Piecemeal it out. Not everybody will have the opportunity to work for the Los Angeles Dodgers, but you have the tools you have the skill set. From day one, the progressive education we've given you has been rooted in building job skills. You have selected a career, a commitment to a life where you could find your name at the top of a marquee or alongside the thousands of other people that help create, market, design content. And because of this, I promise you, you will have a different kind of life because it is filled with greater reward. So we celebrate you today. We celebrate your support team, your family, your friends, your collaborators, your fellow graduates. The Los Angeles Film School is proud of you. We are proud to have been a part of your journey that got you here today. And we will continue to support you and your successes of tomorrow. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you. And now it is my privilege to introduce Dr. Kyle Woody, our Vice President of Education, that many of you have met and known just this morning. So, thank you, Dr. Woody.
Thank you, Charlie. Wow, wonderful speech. And in my defense, it's only because I've been here 5 months. That's why you just met me this morning, okay? I adore the speeches that my colleagues just gave. Our president, Tammy, Jackie, and Charlie. Because they each used the word and captured the theme of journey. And it just so happens I noticed that prior to the ceremony, we had a song from Journey playing. I don't know if that was by accident, but since it's one of my favorite bands, I was happy. And please feel free to judge my taste of music. Last Tuesday, we were in this physical space welcoming our new students at orientation. And I want you to kind of take a moment, whether it's right now or later today, an introspective, reflective moment to think back to your orientation day. For the online students, for the on-campus, on-ground students, perhaps it might have been actually in this physical space, right? And just give some kind of thought to who you were back then. What were your academic goals, your professional ambitions? And then every step along that journey has brought you right back here. That professional growth, the academic kind of development, all with the assistance and the guidance and support of my wonderful academic colleagues, our program directors and our instructors. So with the students last Tuesday at orientation, I challenged them to kind of think ahead, to get to this moment that you're at right now. So congratulations. Congratulations on that. And now probably my personal favorite step of the journey, family, friends, loved ones. We will be presenting the degrees. The graduates will be walking across the stage. And when they do, I want you to cheer. I want you to applaud. Take photos, take videos, okay? Recognize the accomplishments of every single graduate today. Graduates, please rise. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Audio Production, Charles Harris. Isaiah Mungia. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Film Production in Film, Allison Heisel, summa cum laude. Alex James, summa cum laude. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Music Production, Miranda Cardenas. Phoebe Grove. William Lewis, summa cum laude. Jalen Williams. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Animation, Tiani Armstrong. Jonathan Collins. Brittany Lucas. Jad Malley, cum laude. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Audio Production, Omar Avila. Daniel Figueroa, summa cum laude. Thomas Franklin, cum laude. Saul Galvin. Stephen Hawkins, summa cum laude. Robin Hemingway, magna cum laude. Juan Jose Zapare Jr. Samuel Morris. Jacob Roberts, magna cum laude. Graduate in the program Bachelor of Science in Digital Filmmaking, Moises Jacob Ortega. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Business, Antoine Cruz Palmer. Natty LaHaye, summa cum laude. Chinadu Nchekwube, summa cum laude. Alexandra Robertson, summa cum laude. Mateus Wong, cum laude. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Film Production, Dominique Collier. Christian Ramirez. DeAndre Roden. Michael Williamson, magna cum laude. Graduates, per the tradition of the Los Angeles Film School, I invite you to rise once again and please face your family, friends, and loved ones. Graduates, I ask you to applaud your family, friends, and loved ones as a gesture of gratitude. As your Vice President of Education, it is my honor to bestow your degrees with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left, the side closest to your heart. Congratulations to the graduating class of July 2022. Graduates, you may now sit. For the next step in your journey and to welcome you to the alumni and alumnae community, I'd like to welcome our Vice President of Career Development, Angelia Bibbs Sanders.
Wow, what a great group we have today. I'm feeling class July 2022. That's amazing. Graduates, congratulations. You've done it. You have reached this important milestone. Please know that your career development department is here for you, and we would want to assist you as you embark on this next exciting chapter. Our partnership with you does not end here. In fact, it moves into a new phase with the Los Angeles Film School's family, your fellow classmates, and the alumni community at large. Today, I am honored to welcome you to the Alumni Association of the Los Angeles Film School. This association is proud to represent over 12,000 graduates across the country and internationally. As you join this network of professionals, remember to lean on each other, collaborate together, and never stop creating. Today, the Career Development Department is standing by to assist you. We have members of the team waiting for you in the main lobby. We hope you'll stop by the table, learn more about the services that we are offering to support you as you join the professional network. I want to also encourage everybody to remember, we are your cheerleaders. We are standing on the sidelines, and we always, always want to know how you're doing. Please don't hesitate to continue to reach out to us, to connect to us, and to continue to stay in touch. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the July of 2022 class. I say congratulations and best of luck. Yes. Wow. So ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our graduation ceremony. You may use either aisle in the theater to exit. We want you to hang out. We want you to take pictures. We want you to enjoy this very special day. Graduates, again, congratulations, and families, thank you so much for your support.